Hey there, welcome back to another video. Now first and foremost, I hope you had a great Christmas if you celebrate it, and I hope you're looking forward to the new year and what 2022 has to bring for you and your business, etc, etc. I know I certainly am. And quite recently I've recorded some more content with the intention to put together a brand new training program or course. Now at the moment we have the agency Alchemist, which is our high ticket training program, helping web designers like yourselves reach six figures and beyond, or just build the confidence to start selling websites for multiple thousands of dollars and not selling them for just a couple hundred of dollars, because you're worth more than that. Anyway, I put together this training with the intention to sell this lower program, but I thought, you know what? I want to give it to you for free. I think the content in there is so valuable, and it's going to allow you to either sign up your first client or sign up your first like $1,000 to $2,000 web design client. Now, I'm a businessman. I do like to make money, but I think my high ticket coaching course can do that for me, as well as the agency and other things. This program I'm putting together, you're going to have for free. Now this lower level course I'm talking about is going to be so valuable to you, and I'm going to start rolling it out onto YouTube over the coming weeks. Now this is part one, this is the first lesson that we're jumping into today, and this is titled Crafting Your Niche. Okay, so I'm going to be jumping, I've got my screen recording, you can't see it, it's just on my laptop below me. I'm going to be jumping from the screen to the camera, and I'm just going to be talking you through how to actually go about crafting your own niche. Now niching is a very interesting debate, because a lot of people say you need to niche, others say that you don't need to. You know, you could have a business that hasn't niche and they do very well. You could have a business that has niche and equally they've done just as well. So I myself, I believe you can be successful either way, okay? And within my agency, we haven't actually physically niched down in the sort of traditional way. You know, we haven't gone after a specific sector or industry. What we've done is we've decided to niche and narrow down our service offering. So we specifically help businesses with their website and their SEO, so search engine optimization. Essentially, we make websites and then we rank them on Google. That is our niche, that is what we are good at. Okay, so the worksheet that I've got on my screen that I'm going to talk you through now is going to allow you to think about things in a different way and help you pull together a niche for your own business that you can roll with throughout the next year. So let's go. Okay, so what makes a great niche? Well, first of all, they have to have a desirable product or service. Okay, so the business that you could potentially be reaching out to, you need to make sure that what they offer is what people want. Okay, there's no good going after a business that has a product that nobody wants, because no matter how good you are at your job, people just aren't going to want it. Okay, next, they have a problem that you can solve. Now this one is really important, because you need to position yourself as a problem solver, not so much a web designer. You need to be a problem solver. And this is something that I talk a lot about within the Agency Alchemist program. If you can identify a problem that a business has that you can solve through your services or a website, then you're going to be onto a winner. Next, they need to be able to afford to pay high ticket for their problem to be solved. So again, really important. Like the more pressing the problem is that you figure out and you discover, the more that this business owner is going to pay to have it solved. Okay, so these ones kind of work together in a sense that you need to identify a problem that is so important to that business owner that they're going to be happy to pay thousands for it to be fixed. Okay, you're in a position where you want to be selling websites for thousands of pounds or thousands of dollars. You need to be able to fix problems that are worth that. Most of the time, websites are worth that because people are using them as marketing or sales tools to generate thousands and thousands for that business. So it's quite easy to quantify, but again, something that you need to consider. And point number 4, the final thing that makes it great niche is that there is a high volume of people within that niche, okay? It's important that you don't try and narrow your niche down so much in that there's only like a few hundred or even a couple thousand specialists within that niche that you could potentially reach out to, because you're going to quickly run out of volume and you're going to do yourself a disservice. Okay, so make sure that there is a large pool of people that you can be reaching out to. Okay, so let's move on to the 3 fundamental things that people or business owners, which are people, don't forget, care about. Okay, and this is, when I saw this is so true. All right, so the first of these three things is wealth. Okay, and I've got here, it's the most quantifiable. And when you think of wealth, you tend to think of financial wealth, right? Being wealthy financially. A lot of people do care about that, because if you're financially wealthy, then you can live the life of your dreams, you can live life on your own terms. So if you can define a niche, if you can define that great niche that helps people with their wealth, then you're going to be onto a winner. Next, we've got health. And again, this is so true. If you can find something that's going to help people with their health, not just physical health, but mental health as well. Like, running a business is very stressful. And if you can do something to alleviate that, then again, you're going to be onto a winner. And then finally, we've got relationships. If you can help someone improve their relationships, whether it's with other business owners, friends, family, if you can improve that, then again, your niche is going to be onto a winner. Okay, cool. So we've spoken about what makes a great niche and what people care about. Okay, so let's actually put this into practice and build a niche and see how you can actually build your own niche yourself. Okay, so the first thing that I want you to do is list all of the niches that you think that you could work with. Okay, this list could be endless. There's honestly no limit. It's just complete free for all. List as many industries or business categories or business types or people that you could potentially be targeting. Okay, so we've got an example here, such as agency owners. You could target agency owners. You could target, you have the common ones like dentists or doctors, accountants. But see if there's a way, based on what we've spoken about already, that you could either come up with something different, something untapped, or maybe approach common niches with a slightly different angle. Okay, but essentially there's no wrong answer here. I just need you to list them all out. Okay, so next you want to be listing each of your niche's biggest pain points. Okay, you need to understand what keeps them up at night. Okay, what stresses them out? What are they so consumed with trying to solve that is causing problems with their health, their wealth, their relationships? Okay, you want to start listing problems for each niche that you have specified in the area above. Okay, so this is quite a big task, but honestly guys, if you do this properly, it's going to be really good for you. Okay, so an example of this is, if we were looking at agency owners, the agency owner is not able to find the time to build their own web funnels. Okay, so they're losing money because they're not being able to build the funnels themselves in order to market the services or the products, and that's a problem for them, and that's a problem that you could potentially solve. So third, we're going to be looking at listing what services that you could offer to fix these pain points. Okay, so you can kind of see like a hierarchy of items within each step that you get to. So you start off with your industry type, you start off with your problem, and then you start off trying to figure out what solution that you can offer for them. So an example here is, if they haven't got the time to build their own funnels, then you could offer funnel creation, and you could niche down and offer specifically funnels to agency owners. Okay, so that's an example of a niche. And I want to make another point here and just let you know that don't feel like you need to choose one single niche and stick with it. Okay, you're not married to your niche. You create a niche to create you some direction with your service offering and who it is you are going after, because it will solidify a lot more of your messaging and things like that. But you're not married to it. Okay, if you find that in 2 to 3 months it's just not working, undergo this process again and try and find a new niche. Okay, so hopefully you found that really valuable and really useful, and you're now going to be able to start crafting your own niche rather than doing what everyone else does and just start plucking niches out of the air and just saying, like, I'm going to go after dentists or I'm going to go after accountants, because everyone else is doing that and they're struggling because it's becoming a lot more saturated. Doing this alone is going to not only allow you to find a market that is untapped or what you're passionate about, but it's going to allow you to stand out, which is the most important. It's going to allow you to stand out, and that's when you're going to start getting results. So, as I said at the start of this video, there is a bunch of training that I've already put together that I'm going to be recording and releasing on YouTube for free, because I believe that it's going to be super valuable for you, just as the information has been valuable for me. So that's it for today's video. Please remember to hit subscribe if you haven't done so already, and please hit the bell notification and you'll be notified of these future releases that I'm talking about. There's an end screen coming up. Make sure you stick around and watch the videos because they're going to be super useful for you. Have a good day. Bye.